we realized, we probably should be three. We probably could use a drummer, to make this thing at least a trio. So Desi Arnaz Jr. was also a classmate of ours, and he was like the obvious choice. So we asked him, and he accepted, and then we realized, well, geez, drummer's drowning us out. We need electric guitars and amps. So we got some real crummy amps and crummy guitars, and we played through one amp, both of us on 6-string, god-awful sounding thing, but we thought it was the greatest. And then Dino decided, maybe I should play bass. Aha, and great idea, So now we're actually a trio that made sense, with bass guitar and drums, Wow, okay, we're ready to go, So we'd play parties around town, and, we rehearsed a lot, and actually we got to give credit to Jeannie Martin, Dino's mother, for making the call to Frank Sinatra to say, you got to come over and hear the kids play. Okay, Jeannie, okay, whatever you say. So he comes over, and he and Dean Martin are at the bar, and we set up our stuff, it was already set up, and we go play these, 3, 4 songs that we knew, which I'm sure was just excruciating for the two of them to listen to, you know what I'm saying? Coming from where they came from, musically speaking, two of the greatest voices ever, who sang the most incredible songs written ever, having to listen to us. It cracks me up now, But we were real serious about it, And from that we got a record deal. Sinatra came over, how'd you boys like a contract with my label? Yes, Mr. Sinatra, thank you,
There were a lot of things that were coming out, and I enjoyed a lot of it. Like I said, a lot of the early stuff I heard was with rhythm and blues. It was all the Ray Charles and all the Ike and Tina Turners and the Big Mama Thorntons and all that stuff was, I guess, in me from a really early beginning. It was like, yeah, I really like this stuff. Little Richard, yeah, I like Little Richard, The biggest influence on me probably came through some of those people. Of course, I loved what they were doing, but I wasn't really locked into one style or locked into any one thing. I think maybe when the first time I heard Stevie Wonder, that to me just really went, I was like, that is special, that is great. I want to be able to sing like that. And it kind of leaked out in me later on, even with the Beach Boys, because I had to kind of tone it down because I was in a soul band right before I joined the Beach Boys. It was, weird place to come from, but, it was like I knew their music, and I knew that I loved their singing, and I loved some of the songs that they did. And I grew up with it, too. I went and saw them play at the Zusa Teen Club when I was about 15 years old, 14 years old, something like that.